Back to Everyday Kentucky. We are, of course, getting to know more about the participating locations for the upcoming Lexington Restaurant Week.
That's right. So joining us now to tell us all about one of the participating restaurants is, of course, Debbie Long, who is the owner of Dudley's. And we were told you have been the owner for roughly around 42 years. That's a long time.
It's a long time.
So what got you started in the business?
Kind of is a long story, but I decided after college to spend go out to a ski area. This is a long time ago in the 70s, and learn to ski. And I waited tables, because that's what you did. 8 years later, I'm still skiing and waiting tables. And I thought, I probably don't need to do that the rest of my life. And I woke up one morning, I said, and I did not want to go, I'd never not wanted to go to work. And I worked in bars, and I worked breakfast, and I worked lunch. And I thought, you know what, I think I'll open a restaurant. It was a little more complicated.
Okay.
That was in 1981.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
Moved back to Kentucky. My home was Louisville. Moved back and I loved Lexington and said, let's try it here. And
here
Dudley's
you are.
was created, yeah. So.
And she does it all. She rides horses, she golfs, she skis, she's a restaurateur. She's the queen of Lexington restaurants.
What don't you do?
That's what you said. All right,
A lot.
So we got a big week
I
coming.
don't have 8 restaurants.
Okay.
No.
Like
there's that, right?
She opens another one, I'm like, are you kidding me?
No.
Really amazing.
Right.
She says, I'm her mentor. This woman is totally my mentor. I can't even believe it. The best hire I ever had.
So, well, let's talk about that. You found her a few years ago, right?
A few
years ago. And what's it like to see somebody like Weta just take off and do what she's been able to do?
I was so proud of her. I know when she left, because you left not to do the restaurant, to do the video
thing,
project, which was so interesting, so way before what we have today.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. She and her
VCD.
husband. And I can remember when she left, because we're going to do something together one of these days. I'm still thinking maybe.
That was the biggest mistake of my business career. We had this dream of kind of doing something together. And we waltzed around a few projects and never pulled the trigger on any of them.
I'm not done yet. I mean, I might have a little bit left in me. I'm not sure.
I might sell these restaurants of mine and come to Dudley's and be
Weta.
Only with Weta.
But she was the only person in Lexington that would hire me. I had just graduated from chef school and moved back home to Lexington. I wanted to live in Kentucky. And I had my resume everywhere. I walked into the bar at the old Dudley's, original Dudley's on Mill Street, and I expected to get another rejection. And the chef there at that time was John Foster, and he and Debbie both came. And they sat down with me, and then they said, "You're hired."
Oh, it was an easy decision.
And I stayed there 3 years.
Easy.
It was a fantastic.
We had fun.
Fantastic crew, fantastic 3 years.
It was great.
So you were talking about the old location. Where are you now, and what kind of specials do you have for this upcoming restaurant?
Okay, I have to use my cheat sheet.
You do. You
okay. We're now at 259 West Short Street. So in 2009, we basically lost our lease at Dudley Square, and so we needed to find another space. So another long story, but we found a wonderful building downtown between Mill and Market, and had been a lawyer's office. It was built in 1889 as a bank. Was able to purchase it with some other investors, and we did a gut and opened in 2010. So it's been 13 years there, and we love it. And downtown at that time was pretty sleepy. There were two bars, basically, and then we opened, and it's just exploded.
And she gave downtown, from a restaurateur's perspective, the shot in the arm that it needed. She invested several $1 million into redoing that building, and it was a great
but you know what?
triumph.
You know what
triumph
the beautiful thing was that you could see there was so much energy down there, but there was not anything for our adults to do. The kids were there, the college students were there, energy was there, but we were like, we want something for us to be able to go down there and hang. So it kind of helped with that. But anyway, so
go over to LexingtonRestaurantWeek.com. You can find all the information out on what you can get there at Dudley's. We appreciate you coming in. We're running out of time. You two had great stories going on.
I know, right? We just wanted to ask them more.
I know. But don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after the break.